From hurricanes to forest fires, when disaster strikes, it's the first responders who take action to help. It's easy for adults to recognize the brave work that these men and women do, but it can be confusing and a little bit scary for kids. Well, MomTrends.com editorial director Lauren Barth is here with some great tips on how to educate children about those emergency professionals. Lauren, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So I think the answer is pretty clear there. You have some cool toys there on the table about how we can educate our kids about what first responders do, and surprisingly effective, right?
Absolutely. So, as you know, we're surrounded by news and images of natural and man-made disasters that can be scary and confusing for kids. But by highlighting the brave work that first responders do and the purposes they serve, we can shift that reaction from fear and confusion to one of knowledge and empowerment. In celebration of National First Responders Day, I have a few tips to share. Like you said, through the power of play, we can engage kids in the positive impact of first responders with action figures. So Fisher-Price has this Rescue Heroes action figure line for preschoolers. It's based on everyday, real-world heroes from around the world who do extraordinary things. By identifying who these brave professionals are and what they do, it can open up that conversation about how and when to contact emergency services, either from home or out in the world. With the little ones, we want to keep it as simple as possible, making sure that they know how to identify first responders as trusted individuals by their uniforms, how to call 911, and making sure they know their full name and the street where they live by heart. To make sure this information sticks, quiz them, ask them what they need to tell a rescue hero in an emergency situation, and ask them that often.
Right. I mean, it's very clear that through play, like you said, things get instilled in the mind that can serve for a very long time. So what are some other ways that we can sort of get them used to what emergency first responders do?
Yeah, so it's important that parents and families inspire kids as early as preschool age that they too can make a difference by buddying up with a first responder in an emergency situation. The Rescue Heroes actually have their own YouTube series, and it showcases all sorts of animated heroes saving the day in emergency situations, from firefighters and policemen to EMTs, doctors, park police, members of the armed services, and so many more. So I recommend watching this series together as a way to highlight the indispensable work first responders do. And it'll teach kids to reach out to a rescue hero in an emergency situation and tell them to cooperate with emergency workers. And this could help your child should they ever find themselves face to face with a rescue hero in an emergency situation in real life.
And who knows, they might be inspired to sort of do that as their career too in the future. So Lauren Barth, great advice. Thanks for joining me.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back.